there for you to the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Burley Ridge Estates is Nicholasville's newest and most unique subdivision. Choose your 70 or 80-foot lot now and live amid rolling hills, cattle barns, and plank fencing. Regional builders are already selling their exceptional homes in this pastoral living environment that pays homage to our family's legacy of tobacco farming. With homes starting at $250,000, it's an affordable, beautiful place to live. Rural yet convenient, Burley Ridge is located on Sufferwell Road, just beyond the upcoming Eastern Bypass. Find out more at www.burleyridge.com.
At Lexington Diagnostic Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game. Call and compare prices
at the Lexington Diagnostic Center.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank text banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again to the Lexington Christian Academy for some more 43rd District Playoff Basketball action. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jack Haynes alongside William Warfield, and our second game of the evening features the Lafayette Generals, the #1 seed in the 43rd District, taking on the Paul Laurence Dunbar Bulldogs, the 4th seed in the district. And you just saw before this the Lady Generals putting on a show led by Caroline Bennett, who put in 9 3-pointers.
Yeah, she ended up finishing the ball game out with 35 total points in that game, and just an amazing shooting effort. Just a big game for Caroline Bennett, who I know a lot of fans from Lafayette watching tonight, and her being a Lafayette General, definitely want to make sure everybody's aware of that big game she had tonight and their win.
Yeah, because early on it looked like the Lady Eagles were going to be able to make that a game, but Bennett and the Lady Generals turned it on. But let's talk a little bit more about this one coming up. About a minute till starting lineups. Obviously, Lafayette Generals, the favorite here in this one, but Paul Laurence Dunbar has come on strong as of late. Since January 9th, they have a record of 10-4 with some impressive wins against Henry Clay, Bryan Station, Frederick Douglass, and West Jessamine. This is no easy task for the Generals tonight, as Coach Chalk will have his guys prepared as always. Both teams seeking to get back to the regional tournament for the first time since the 2015-2016 season, when the Bulldogs won the state championship. But Coach Mike Mendenhall has his young fellas prepped up for tonight. They've had an impressive season, 19-8. William, what are your thoughts on this one?
Well, I think if you're Dunbar, you got to contain Eric Powell tonight. I think he's the key for Lafayette. And Dunbar is kind of spread out everywhere, so everybody's got to show up big for Dunbar tonight.
Yep, and if Dunbar can win the rebounding battle, That would be a huge point of the game that could help them out, and as long as also with shutting down the three-point shooting from the Generals. And here are the starting lineups. PA announcer introducing Dunbars right now. Let's take a listen in. Jacquees Gray, number 10, averaging 12.8 points on the year. Junior Jared Gadd.
Yeah, Jared Gadd, one of their superstars.
He was one of the 2 players, and along with Michael Corio from that, on the varsity roster from the championship team.
Yeah. Mike Mendenhall and his Generals here tonight.
And there's Eric Powell. We mentioned him, averaging 13.8 points on the season. There's number 2, Evan Drew, averaging 7.1, and Cameron King, the sharpshooter for the Generals.
He definitely can hit those threes.
Yeah, shooting 43.2% from downtown. And there's the big fella, the sophomore. Makes a presence when he's on the court, Ray Surratt.
Yeah, Ray Surratt is, he's got game. Just don't discredit him at all. He's got some real good game out there. And at times you would think that the kid belongs in the next level, as far as the college or maybe even the pros possibly, the way that he plays out there for Lafayette at times.
Yeah, and hard to believe he's just a sophomore when you look at how tall he is.
Yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't do it all the time yet, and I'm sure he will, but he is still young. Hard to believe he's still young.
Yeah, and looking out there, he's by far the tallest kid on the court, and we are just about underway here at Lexington Christian Academy. Semifinal action here, a chance to go to the 11th region tournament on the line. Generals and Bulldogs, here we go. Cameron King with the ball in his hands. Generals looking to Coach Mendenhall for the play call.
You are watching the game live here on PrepSpin. It's the 43rd District semifinal game between Dunbar and Lafayette.
Almost stolen away. Good pressure from Gray. That is Jacquees Gray up top. He's in number 10, and Jaquan Gray is in number 2 for the Bulldogs. Three-pointer from the corner is short. Looks like it was off Surratt last. Bulldogs will get their first possession of the evening. Surratt comes into this one averaging
a little over 10 a game.
Yeah, exactly, and 5.7 rebounds. Looking for that number on my paper per game.
I'm very impressed with the with the crowd here tonight. You can't really see it over there where the LCA students had just left from the girls' game, but everywhere else in the gym here today is pretty full, especially on our side.
Wouldn't expect anything less. Shot affected by Surratt as Corio went up with the layup. Here comes the Generals. King has the ball in his hands. Bulldogs are in the 2-3 zone. As the Generals swing it around, Drew drives and kicks it back out. Generals in the all-white. Here's Surratt, goes up with the left hand and comes on out. Corio pulls in the rebound.
Just a little strong on that.
Bulldogs passing it around up top. Generals also in a 2-3. That three-pointer is no good. Bricks off the back of the backboard, and Drew will come up down the court. Here's King in the corner. Almost threw it away. Back up to Drew. Drew launches the three-pointer. It's blocked. Gray with the block. Looks like he'll take it himself. Dishes it off to the other Gray. Jaquan misses, no good. And Drew comes up with the rebound.
That was a nice block. Just couldn't finish on the other end.
Now here's King. That one's no good. And Jacquees Gray gets the rebound. Pass up court to Jared Gadd. And it's swatted away. Nice Gadd block. Sticks with it. Blocked again.
Wow.
Surratt.
Watch this. We'll run this back in real time, and then I'll slow it down for you.
Here comes Diallo, swatting it away. Gadd sticks with it, but Surratt says nah as he hits that one out of bounds. Generals with the basketball now. King gets it across half court. Generals pull it back out. Bulldogs in the black jerseys with red trim and red numerals.
We'll give a shout out to all
Here's
our
King.
Lafayette fans watching tonight.
As King knocks down the deep three-pointer.
Got a lot of Lafayette fans tweeting at us tonight. Thank you so much.
Hope Bulldog Nation is out there as well. This is a big game for Coach Chalk's team tonight. Big game for both programs. As we said, 11th region berth on the line. Here comes Gray. Didn't know what to do with it, and a foul is called as he was double teamed underneath. We'll see who it was on. Diallo commits the foul. That's the first team foul. Will be a shooting foul. So Gray will step to the line for 2 with 4:46 left in the ball game. That one's no good.
Tweet at us, folks, at PrepSpin, PrepSpin. Bulldog fans, we want to hear from you as well. At PrepSpin.
Second one is good for Gray. Jaquan Gray. Drew inbounds it with the full court pressure applied by the Bulldogs. Gadd comes up with the steal. Foot on the line, that's a 2 from Isaiah Allen, no good, but here's Corio with the rebound. Gets it to go, and 1, Michael Corio. Let's take a look at this one again. Bud's instant replay. Isaiah Allen with the deep 19-foot jump shot, but outstanding rebound from Corio. Goes up with it strong. He's at the line for an and 1 opportunity, and it's short. Drew comes up with the rebound, almost had it stolen away from behind. Gets it across half court. It's in the hands of King. Thought about the three-pointer drives. Here's Surratt. Surratt realizes he had an opportunity, but Gray comes up with the strip.
Yeah, Surratt can't put the ball down around his waist because both of the Grays will take it away.
Exactly. Surratt, being the tallest guy on the court right now by far, needs to keep it up in the head area where he can make sure no one can get that basketball. Bulldogs looking for a good shot. Here's Corio inside the paint, puts it up again and gets it to go. Corio is pumped up as he gets his second basket to fall.
Well, you got to like his confidence going in there one-on-one against the big guy. Took it right to him.
Here's another steal. Gadd has his second. There's the lob to Gray. It looks like it's blocked. Yeah. Taken away. Nice steal from the Generals. Here they come the other way, and a foul is committed by Jared Gadd.
This one getting a little sloppy here.
Eric Powell came up with the steal, trying to push it the other way, and Gadd, who has 2 steals already, making his presence felt on the defensive end. Gadd will come out now for number 5.
I want to give a shout out to Coach Tom Bauer real quick watching tonight. I know Coach enjoying the game on his big screen. Trying to get over a cough.
Trey Homer in the game now for the Bulldogs. Inside to Surratt, swatted again. That was Homer. Gray gives it off to Homer, and he gets it to go. Another and 1.
Found it. Watch it. This is the finish.
Outstanding finish from Homer as he just checked into the game straight off the bench, making an impact play on both ends of the court. He'll head to the line, 60% free throw shooter on the season for the and 1 opportunity, as he stretches the lead to 5 early on here, midway through the first quarter. Pressure being applied from the get-go. General struggling with it a little bit, and here's Diallo. That one won't fall. Bulldogs will slow it down. Jaquise Gray has the basketball. Devontae Hayes ready to check in for the Generals. Bulldogs being patient with it, looking for those good shots, and here is Gray. That one's off the mark. Homer with the save, but Drew catches it in midair. He'll push the basketball now. Swatted out of bounds. Homer again. His impact being felt immediately. Here's the replay. Homer quick to that one, knocking it out of bounds. Eric Powell will inbound it down in the corner. right in front of the Bulldog cheerleaders. Throws it up to Surratt, who has the height advantage, and they'll get it up top to Drew. And they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, I think
down underneath.
Looks like they're going to have Gray possibly on the foul. No, Homer.
Alsane Diallo and Hayes are in the game for the Generals. Powell inbounded again, this time underneath the basket. Bounce pass to wide open Devontae Hayes. He lays it in with the right hand.
Devontae Hayes. Yes, sir.
Perfectly drawn up play there for the Generals. Bulldogs student section starting to form over here in the far left corner. Bulldogs kick it around. Isaiah Allen has the basketball now. Gray puts up the floater. That's short. Homer has the rebound. Kicks it back up top. Nice crossover, and the floater is no good. Devontae Hayes pulls in the rebound. But here's that defense from the Bulldogs. Can't come up with it. And Drew will get it up to Diallo. Now up to Hayes. Hayes is doubled. Kicks it back out. Foul is called on the floor. Might be Homer's second. Let's see. That was on Corio, not Homer.
Lafayette's got 2 victories on the season against Dunbar this year. And it's always hard to get that third one, as Lexington Catholic found that out last night, against LCA.
Yeah, incredible game last night between the Knights and the Eagles.
Yep.
Catholic had it with 7 seconds to go, but that costly turnover late in the outstanding and one finish from Carter Hendrickson lifted the Eagles to their second district championship appearance in a row. Chance to go back-to-back district champs, and they're headed to the 11th region tournament. Here's a steal from Allen. He falls down. Hayes gets the basketball, and looks like he's called out of bounds. It will stay with the Bulldogs. It will go back to the Bulldogs. Ref pointed the wrong way.
Let's take a look real quick. See what we got 2 angles on this.
Yeah, Allen came up with the steal, and Hayes dove for it.
Yeah, it looks like he might have been out there, but here's a better look probably for us.
Right there,
Yep.
Hayes.
Yeah, that was a good call by the official. What a good call.
There was some confusion as the official pointed the wrong way, but it is Bulldogs basketball.
Well, we were right on top of that one.
Perfect angle from our corner camera. Mr. Robot down by the band. Low scoring first quarter here, 8-5, Dunbar on top.
Best camera guy we got.
Yeah, he is. Here's Gray in the corner. Allen launches a 3. It's no good, bounces off. High arcing shot was no good. Powell gets the rebound after a scuffle underneath. Here's Evan Drew. Back in Drew's hands. Puts up the right-handed floater off the back rim, no good. Ball's tipped up by Hayes and out of bounds. Let's see, refs unsure. Ooh, will stay down with the Generals. Refs weren't sure on that one.
This has been a very low-scoring, sloppy first quarter of play.
It has, and that's exactly what I think Coach Chalk wants in this one. Wants to keep this low scoring for sure.
Yeah.
For the Bulldogs to keep it close here.
You get this under 60, and Dunbar's going to have a shot.
Yeah, if you go back, 3rd game of the year, Lafayette blew out the Bulldogs, but just a little under a month ago, it was a 5-point game in the 50s, 54-49. So Dunbar definitely wants to keep this one low scoring. And let's see if the Generals hold for the last shot. Bulldogs in the 2-3 matchup zone. Ref starts counting. So Diallo will dribble it. Here comes a screen from Hayes. Bounce pass to Powell for 3. No good. Hayes offensive rebound, loses it in the hands of Gray. 1 second, he's got to put it up. Almost gets it to fall. Not sure if it would have counted.
I think it would have.
Gray came up with that nice steal, knocking it out of Hayes' hands. And what a low-scoring game here in the final semifinal game at LCA. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on PrepSpin.com.
Burley Ridge Estates is Nicholasville's newest and most unique subdivision. Choose your 70 or 80-foot lot now and live amid rolling hills, cattle barns, and plank fencing. Regional builders are already selling their exceptional homes in this pastoral living environment that pays homage to our family's legacy of tobacco farming. With homes starting at $250,000, it's an affordable, beautiful place to live. Rural yet convenient, Burley Ridge is located on Sufferwell Road, just beyond the upcoming Eastern Bypass. Find out more at www.burleyridge.com.
At Lexington Diagnostics Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game. Call and compare prices
at the Lexington Diagnostics.
Welcome back, folks, here on PrepSpin.com. Final semifinal game of the 43rd District Tournament, and we have a low-scoring basketball game. Starting the second quarter, Dunbar leads by 3, 8-5. William, what's stuck out in that first quarter?
Well, Scott Chalk's getting what he wants right now, a low-scoring affair, and that's how Dunbar, if they're going to have a shot, is going to pull it off tonight.
As Isaiah Allen is called for the travel, Generals will get it back. Only 5 points in the first quarter. Not what Coach Mike Mendenhall wants to see, but I mean his team's only down 3 points. We still got a ball game, just both teams low scoring, and I think that favors Coach Chalk.
You got to figure out how to contain the grade kids from swarming that basketball. Got to protect it a little bit
Shaw
better.
Goes straight to the rim, can't get it to find the bottom of the basket as Homer gets the rebound. Ray with the moves up top will pull it back out.
I was going to say Shaw is a football star for the Lafayette Generals.
There's Gray. 12-footer is good. Jaquise Gray knocking down the jump shot for the Bulldogs. Here's Evan Drew. Bulldogs have switched their defense. Here's a steal from Gray. He'll go straight in with no one around him. Coach Mendenhall wants a timeout.
Yeah, they're just not protecting the basketball. Too much gray and gray out there.
You said it perfect. The Gray kids have been everywhere. That press and their defense has bothered the Generals all evening so far. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Let's thank some of our sponsors here for the 43rd District Tournament. I'd like to thank Burley Ridge Estates, Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode, White, Greer, and Maggard, Bluegrass Orthopedics, Whitaker Bank, Roberts Insurance, and of course, Rafferty's.
I also want to thank one that I left off our list there was Lexington Diagnostics Center. Lexington Diagnostics Center, where if you scan local, they can save you hundreds of dollars.
Sounds like a great deal. I'd like to thank all our sponsors on the network once again. And here's Drew. He'll try and penetrate inside. Kicks it outside. Hayes lost the handle, and Isaiah Allen comes up with the steal. Jaquise Gray walks it up into the corner. That's a three-pointer. It's good!
Wow.
Nathaniel Clark knocking down the corner three-pointer as the Bulldogs jump out to a 10-point lead.
Who are these guys? Who are they?
They're 10-4 since January 9th. That's who they are. Here's Surratt for three. That one's no good.
Yeah, they have certainly turned the season around.
Coach Chalk, no stranger to the 11th region tournament. Homer has the basketball in the corner to Clark. He's doubled, falls down. And it looks like we have a foul call. Or it was touched last by the Generals, not sure. Looks like it was just touched last by the Generals. Back in the hands of Clark. He launches again. That one's long, no good. Surratt with the rebound. Gadd almost got it from behind.
Yeah, I was going to say Surratt he has to keep that ball up high.
Powell's stuck in the corner. Referee blows the whistle. It's going to be Bulldogs basketball.
Yeah, he stepped on the line.
All of the momentum with Dunbar right now. And you can just see it in the players' reactions. They are just so much more pumped up right now. The Generals need to reach from within to climb back in this basketball game. Still with only 5 points, as we are about a little under 2 or over 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Jaquan Gray with the basketball. Generals are now in a man-to-man defense. Corio has it over to Homer now up top. Looks to make a move on Surratt. Shot from the elbow. No good. Hayes with the rebound. He's got Surratt open underneath. Powell takes it inside instead, and a foul is called on Homer. Blocking foul on Trey Homer. He picks up his second foul, and he will have to come out of the ball game. He's had a huge impact coming off the bench for the Bulldogs tonight. That could hurt if he gets into foul trouble in this basketball game. Powell didn't see King wide open in the corner. Instead, he gets it into Surratt. Now Drew has it up top. Now here's King. Pumps, had it stripped, but gets it back. Into the corner to Powell. He drives baseline. Kicks it back out to Drew. Drew pumped the three. Drives inside with the high arcing floater is good. Evan Drew gets it to go.
He threw that thing way up, didn't he?
Looked like Steph Curry with the floater there. Drew gets the Generals on the board for the first time in the second quarter. Now here's Gray, swatted by Surratt. Bulldogs keep possession. Jaquise Gray thought about a three, drives inside with the finish, no good. Corio gets the offensive rebound, gets it back to Gray, and it's in.
Surratt with a so what, but Dunbar still crashing the boards, man. You got to give him credit.
And like we said at the beginning of the broadcast, if the Bulldogs can somehow win this rebounding battle, they will have a heck of a chance. And Surratt travels. Jared Gadd impersonating the referee. He is pumped up along with all the other Bulldogs tonight.
Surratt's just, his game's just not there right now. He's got to find it for Lafayette to have a chance.
Here's Gray with the hop step, gets it to go again. Jaquise Gray.
I say this, and I'm just guessing up here, but I'm pretty sure it's accurate that Jaquise Gray could probably make change for $1 at the top of the backboard. That kid can jump.
He can. Gotta be at least 5'8". Got hops for the little man. Jaquise Gray's got 8 points. Here's King. No good. Devontae Hayes, offensive rebound, goes straight up. Gets it to go, and one.
Yeah, you got to have that. That's a great put back there by Hayes. Watch this.
Hayes takes the one, power dribble, goes straight up with it as Jaquise Gray committed the foul. Hayes heading to the line for an extra one. Devontae Hayes from the free throw line this year shoots 48.5%. Extra free throw is nothing but net. Gadd inbounds it to Jaquise Gray, having himself a good evening so far. Now ball in the hands of Corio. Corio goes inside.
This should be a jump
Looked
ball.
like a tie-up, but ref blows the whistle for a foul on Eric Powell. That's Powell's first foul. Sonny Diallo checks in for Cameron King. Ball inbounded to Jaquise Gray. Puts up the floater, no good. Gadd with the offensive rebound. Puts it straight up. Jared Gadd.
Gadd having a good game.
On both ends of the court, and that goes for all of the Bulldogs tonight. Here's the Generals now. Diallo drives baseline. Kicks it over to Surratt at the elbow. Puts it up, the shot, no good. Rebound pulled in by Gadd as he went to the ground. And a travel is the call. Gadd caught it, went to the ground. And that will be a travel call. King is quickly back into the game. He will get Surratt. Surratt struggled down low tonight with holding on to that basketball. Generals looking to break into this lead. Here's Eric Powell from the corner. That one's long, no good. Another rebound from Jared Gabb. Jaquise Gray will walk it up. Averages 12.8 points on the year. He's already got 8. 2:24 left in the first half. Generals still in the man-to-man defense. Gray looks back for the play call. Whistle's blown before the pass. Will be a foul called on Evan Drew. A 15th foul for the Generals. Gadd inbounds it under the basket on the far side. Gets it into Corio underneath. Corio loses it, goes up, and he's fouled by Hayes. Corio heading to the line, the junior. Hayes' first foul in the evening. Corio heading to the line, trying to extend this lead. Bulldogs have come out from the get-go on fire tonight. They've had the momentum the whole way. Here's Corio's first attempt. And that's short. Corio from the free throw line this year, 54.4%. Bulldogs as a team shoot 72.6%, and for a team that's pretty darn good at the high school level. Here's Corio's second attempt. That one's good. 22-10 is the score with about 2 minutes left in the first half. This defense from the Bulldogs has been outstanding tonight. Here's King, no-look pass to Powell. He launches. That one's no good. Out of bounds, it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. Powell has not found the bottom of the net yet tonight, leading scorer for Lafayette.
I'll tell you, I was not expecting this right now. I figured it would be, close at half.
Gadd goes in and he's fouled. Devontae Hayes picks up his second.
But a 12-point lead right now? Woo.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's how a lot of people who haven't followed the Bulldogs that closely this year would have thought going into this game, especially with Lafayette being one of the top teams in the toughest district and the toughest region in the state. But if you follow the Bulldogs, you know they've been hot as of late with key wins over top teams in the region. As Gadd's free throw spun around and then stuck there for a split second and comes out. And they're 10-4 since January 9th. They've been one of the best teams in the district since that date. Here's Gadd's second free throw. That one's good. Surratt coming back into the ball game. He will get Diallo. On the court for the Generals is Drew King, Powell, Hayes, and Surratt. Generals breaking the press. Here's Powell. Has it taken away from Gray. Or by Gray. Gray electrifying for the Bulldogs.
Gray even went over in the corner and got the ball.
He wants that basketball wherever it is in this gymnasium. He's been there tonight. Here's Isaiah Allen going inside, taken away, swatted, grabbed right out of the air by Ray Surratt.
Yeah, I was gonna say that wasn't a swat, that was takeaway.
They go right back to him and he gets the foul call, and there you go. Ray Surratt that time kept it above his head where no one could get it. Let's look at this replay. Back where Surratt just grabbed it in midair. Ray Surratt saying, "I'll take that one from you."
Yeah, that was a good block.
Surratt at the free throw line. First attempt. That one is good. Ray Surratt from the free throw line. Impressive for a big man. 75% on the season. That one's no good. And who else than Gray? Jaquise Gray with the rebound. Here's Isaiah Allen, takes it inside. He's blocked again by Surratt. Here come the Generals running the floor. Hayes in the corner. They'll kick it back up to King. Now Hayes launches a three. No good. Jared Gadd coming up with the rebound.
I say Surratt's got, what, 5, 6 blocks in this game already?
Yeah, we'll have to look at that at halftime, but he's been all over on the defensive end. Generals trying to incorporate him on the offensive end. Needs to keep that ball up like he did on the last time, and he can get to become very effective. Here's Allen to Corio. Great feed from Isaiah Allen. And Corio once again with the finish underneath. Dunbar, very impressive in this first half. Generals will most likely take the last shot here. Bulldogs, though, with such an impressive first half. Let's see what happens here on this final possession. Here's Drew to King. King launches a three. In and out. Oh, and it falls in at the horn.
Went back in. How about that? Let's watch this. We'll watch a couple different angles on this last shot right here, but check this out.
Unreal shot from Cameron King, and that was big for the Generals. Here it is. Looks like it's coming in and out, but King gets it to go. Unreal. At the horn, and the Generals able to cut it to an 11-point lead for the Bulldogs, and that could be big for them going into the second half. But so far here in the first half, all Bulldogs. Coach Chalk had his guys pumped up tonight, and we will step aside, and when we come back, we'll have the halftime stats for you and second half action here at LCA.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank Text Banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky education initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education programs for the advancement of Kentucky's youth.
We share your passion, Kentucky.
Love the bank that loves you back.
Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S Sports. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
My tax refund usually helps me out, but this year it was much lower than what it was supposed to be. This isn't enough to get me caught up. What am I supposed to do?
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. The consultation is free in Lexington and now in London.
I used my credit cards over the holidays, and I thought I could make it work. But between the bills and everything else, I'm really starting to fall behind.
A lot of people out there are drowning in debt.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. You can have a brighter future away from debt.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. In Lexington and now in London.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
All S, all P, all O, R-T-S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 956 Kentucky charities and community events.
Employees of Whitaker Bank volunteered 14,860 hours to better our Kentucky communities.
93 nonprofits that promote diversity and inclusion in Kentucky are supported by Whitaker Bank.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky. By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
This is where it all started. Right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Burley Ridge Estates is Nicholasville's newest and most unique subdivision. Choose your 70 or 80-foot lot now and live amid rolling hills, cattle barns, and plank fencing. Regional builders are already selling their exceptional homes in this pastoral living environment that pays homage to our family's legacy of tobacco farming. With homes starting at $250,000, it's an affordable, beautiful place to live. Rural yet convenient, Burley Ridge is located on Sufferwell Road, just beyond the upcoming Eastern Bypass. Find out more at www.burleyridge.com.
At Lexington Diagnostic Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game. Call and compare prices
at the Lexington Diagnostic Center.
By the numbers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 43rd District final semifinal game here at Lexington Christian Academy. And we got an interesting ball game here with about 1 minute and 35 seconds left till we start the second half. And the Bulldogs, the underdog, up by 11 over the number 1 seed here in the 43rd District, the Lafayette Generals. And let's go back and take a look at the first half stats, thanks to WL Stats, and look and see where the Bulldogs have gotten out to this big lead. And for Dunbar, their leading scorers, led by Jaquise Gray with 8, and Michael Corio, the forward, with 7. He is 3 of 4 from the field, and Gray is 4 of 8. Gadd also has 3 points and 5 rebounds. And Gray, one of the shortest guys on the court, also has 5 rebounds. And we mentioned before in the pregame, if the Bulldogs could win the rebounding battle, they would have a real shot, and they are indeed winning that battle right now, 21-15. In another big area, always important in every basketball game, the turnover battle. Lafayette has 9 turnovers there in the first half, and the Bulldogs with just 3, and they also have 11 points off Generals' turnovers. Generals with 0 points off turnovers so far in this one. And another big stat, obviously, you'd think if a team only had 14 points in the first half, they wouldn't be shooting too well from the floor, and they are 5 of 21 there in the first half, 23.8%. Can the Generals make some adjustments and come back here in this one? We're starting the second half here at Lexington Christian Academy. And in for the Generals, Drew Powell. Powell, the leading scorer this year for the Generals, with no points yet in this one. He has the basketball. Puts up that one. Rolls in and out, no good. Gadd, his 6th rebound of the evening. Also in for the Generals is King, Surratt, and Susami Diallo. And for the Bulldogs, Jaquise and Jaquan Gray have it up top. Isaiah Allen, Michael Corio, and Jared Gadd. And here's Jaquise. That one is no good. Powell with the rebound. William, what were your thoughts on that interesting first half?
Well, like I said, after that first quarter is, Dunbar played it to perfection. That's exactly what they wanted. Lafayette, let's be honest, Lafayette really didn't show up in that first half.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can change that here. Drew kicks it back to Surratt. He backs in, goes straight up with it with the left hand. Surratt starting to come around. Yeah, slow first quarter, but here comes Ray Surratt.
Surratt was pretty good on defense, I thought, in that first half with those blocks and everything.
Yeah, Surratt was everywhere on the defensive end.
But the Lafayette that we know and that we love has not shown itself yet tonight, but I'm sure that they will.
Yeah, Ray Surratt had 5 blocks in the first half. Isaiah Allen with the basketball, goes around Surratt, stripped away by Powell. Looks like it went off Allen last, and it did. Good call by the referee. Generals get the basketball back. Devontae Hayes into the game for Diallo for Lafayette. Full court press. That was a huge factor for the Bulldogs, creating lots of turnovers. Then there was Gadd. Almost got another one and almost went off King last, but Gadd deflecting that one out of bounds. He was everywhere in that full court press in the first half. He had 3 points to go in the first half, but making his presence felt on the defensive end was Jared Gadd. Here's Hayes with the basketball, gets it back up top to Evan Drew. Now here's King. He had that nice buzzer beater that went in and out and fell back in at the end of the first half. Big time shot that helped Lafayette get a little bit closer, and they are now down by 9 with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Gray almost came up with a steal just a moment ago. Trying to work it inside to Surratt. Powell saves it. Powell goes up with it, and a foul is called.
He was hammered, no doubt about that.
Mugged by a couple Bulldogs underneath.
Powell was the mailman, and the Bulldogs wanted the mailman.
They were all over him underneath, and he will be at the free throw line. First one is good. Eric Powell, outstanding from the free throw line this year, 82.2%. Sends the second one and gets it to go. Lafayette in the full court press here as well, starting the second half. Jaquise Gray gets it in the hands of Allen. Here's Corio, went up with it. Out of bounds. It will stay at this end. We do have a foul call on Drew. That's Drew's second foul. Here's Gray with the basketball. Gets it to Jaquan Gray. Now Allen, they swing it around. Gadd from the corner. No good. Evan Drew gets the rebound, pushing it for the Generals. Here's Cam King. Nice finish. Gets it to go.
How do you do that?
Cameron King with the nifty layup. I'm sure we'll look at that when we have a chance coming up. Cameron King. And Coach Chalk wants a timeout.
Let's look at it.
Cameron King pulling out his Kyrie Irving trickery.
Little up and under.
What a finish from the young man. 30-second timeout for Coach Chalk as the Generals starting to get back in this one. You knew they weren't out of it, but Coach Chalk wants to get a timeout and talk things over with his crew as Cameron King has started to come on since that in-and-out buzzer beater at the end of the first half. And the Generals going with that size, as you would think they would have the advantage, but in the first half, it was to the Bulldogs who won the points in the paint battle and the rebounding battle.
Dunbar was once up by 13. Now it's just a 5-point ball game.
And a foul is called. If it's on Hayes, I believe that's his third. Nope, it is on Cameron King. But that is Cameron King's third foul. Coach Mendenhall choosing to leave him in, a little risky. 5 minutes here in the third quarter to go. Here's Corio, goes straight with authority, but that one does not fall. Surratt gets the rebound.
Surratt altered that shot just enough.
Here's King. No good. Devontae Hayes with the rebound, goes up with it and gets it in. Lafayette down by 3.
Devontae Hayes cleaning up the glass.
He's had an impact down low tonight, especially on that offensive glass. Gets that basketball and goes straight up with it strong. Isaiah Allen has the basketball. Drove inside, lost it, saved it from going out of bounds. No look pass to Gadd. Gadd doesn't get that to go, and Surratt gets the rebound. Dunbar struggling to get shots to fall.
Big guy ripped that down.
Surratt. Outstanding. He has the basketball. Spin move, puts it up with the left, and one!
He felt where the defense was at, spent to the weak side, and was able to finish.
Outstanding move from the young sophomore, Ray Surratt. Let's look at it again.
Oh, that was the tail end of it. We'll rewind it back a little bit more.
But like you said, William, Surratt feeling out the defense.
Yeah, watch this after this.
No good from Surratt on
next
the
dead ball,
free
we'll watch
throw.
it again.
Sounds good. Down by 1 is the Generals. Like you said, William, they were down 13 in the first half. Here's Trey Homer. Gets it to fall. Spun around the world and fell in. Trey Homer came off the bench and had a huge impact in that first half. Had to come out early with foul trouble. We'll see if he can contain those fouls here in the second half and stay in the ballgame. He had a big-time impact coming off the bench for the Bulldogs. Here's Powell. Devontae Hayes kicks it back out to Drew over his head, but he sticks with it. Cameron King holding the basketball. King and Surratt have gotten hot for Lafayette as they've come charging back, down by 3. Here's Drew, stops, kicks it to Surratt. The big fella was long on the three-pointer. Gadd didn't go all the way for that rebound, and Drew came up with it. Tried to throw it off Gadd, but missed. Here's Gray. Now Allen goes straight up with it, adjusts, and gets it to go. Isaiah Allen. Back up by 5 is the Bulldogs. Surratt trying to work down low. King thought about giving it to him. Now cross court to Powell. Launches. No good. Surratt almost got it, but that's Gray. Another rebound for him. Goes all the way down. Can't get it to go. Drew gets the rebound. Electrifying speed from Gray, but he can't get it to go. Here's King now. Another nifty layup gets it to go. Cameron King.
That was special.
Oh, my.
That was a handcuff layup, if you would.
And blindfolded a little bit. King with the steal. Here comes the Generals. King going straight at him. Gets it to go.
All
Cameron
right, so
King.
We got to watch both of these back to back. Watch this. All right, here you go. This is King.
Here's the first one.
All right, here we go.
Got it off the feed from Powell, and what a finish. Hit the front rim, but had enough spin on it that it went up over the top and fell in there with the one-handed steal, and he was taking it all the way with the nice Euro step and the unbelievable finish as Cameron King.
Do you know how difficult it is to get the ball to spin off the backboard when you're facing it backwards?
I'll tell you one thing, it takes hours and hours of practice to perfect that shot, as Cameron King has been one of the stars to get Lafayette back in this ball game. They're down by 1. King along with Surratt have caught fire here.
Give the Lafayette cheerleaders a little love here.
This is where the Bulldogs need to dig back into the first half and bring out that same aggressiveness they had, and to not take 4 shots, not rush the basketball, but settle down on offense, find a good shot, and push in transition. And for the Generals, they need to keep up what they're doing here in the second half. They have totally shifted momentum, and Cameron King is on fire here in the third quarter. Trey Homer has the basketball. Gray tried to go back to Homer, and it's turned over. Eric Powell comes up with the basketball. 2-3 zone from Dunbar. Powell wants a screen from Hayes, goes the other way, kicks it out to Diallo, who's back in the ball game. Now Powell thought about a 3, drives the baseline. He's doubled, gets it to Hayes.
Dunbar did a good job of closing that drive off on the baseline.
Here's Drew now, doesn't know where to go. Throws it up. Diallo went for it. Didn't know if it was for Hayes or Diallo, but now it's back up top. Powell from way downtown. Got it! Lafayette back on top. 31-29. Powell from deep inside the Eagles' nest. Here's Gadd straight to the rim. Gets the foul.
And nothing is going to be easy. Nothing at all.
This game has changed. It has definitely been a tale of 2 halves. The first was slow, lethargic a little bit, and now it's turned into an electrifying game of basketball. Gadd short on the first one. 75.8% free throw shooter on the season. Second one is no good either. Drew will walk it up. Lafayette has found new life in the second half. Only scored 5 points in the first quarter. And now, led by King and Surratt, they're on a roll. Can Dunbar now, as Lafayette will dribble it out for the last shot most likely here at the third quarter. Can Dunbar turn things around now in this half and get back going to what they had in the first half? Gray will start to walk up a little bit on Drew. He says, let's go. Here's Drew off the screen from Hayes. pounding it. Here's Diallo, a right-handed floater, no good, it's long, tipped up in the air. Gadd gets the rebound, 12 seconds, taken away from Diallo. What a move from Diallo as he got it back, and now it's deflected out of bounds. Homer for Dunbar did not like the call.
He tried to sell it, didn't he?
But what a play from Diallo, who now checks out of the game. Both Diallos. And King and Surratt back in for the final 8.4 seconds of the third quarter. Lafayette's up 2. King looking, gets it to Surratt. Up top to Powell. Here's Drew, kicks it in the corner. Hayes for 3. No good, it hit the top. 0.4 on the clock. That's enough for a quick shot. We'll see. Allen, full court heave. No good. Off a Dunbar cheerleader. But Lafayette getting the lead back in this one. Up 2.
She obviously was not watching the game.
No, she was not. But it's getting exciting. I recommend she starts tuning in. We will be right back here on PrepSpin.com for the fourth quarter of action.
Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Mingy Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of PrepSpin. Folks, welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter, Generals on top, 31-29, and we are in for a great final fourth quarter. A spot for the 11th region tournament on the line. Allen thought about a 3. He has it now. Generals in the 2-3 zone. They've went back and forth that and between the man-and-man defense. They're still in the 2-3 right now. Bulldogs swinging it around up top. Trying to get some movement, find an open shot. Here's Allen, kicks it to Gray. Gray drives, puts up the 10-footer. That's short. Drew with the rebound. Cameron King, star of the third quarter, had 9 points. He's got 12 as a total tonight. Surratt working down low, wants the basketball, but King pulls it back up top. Jaquan Gray, he's following Cameron King wherever he goes. I'd imagine the rest of this ball game. Drew drives and a foul is called. Gonna go on Jaquise Gray. His second foul. Powell will inbound it underneath. Devontae Hayes has had a big game scoring the basketball for Lafayette. He has 7. A little bit above his average. There's Surratt. Gets it to fall. Beautiful stroke from the free throw line, Ray Surratt. Generals up 4. They were down 13. Here's Allen. That one's long. Gray gets the rebound, tries to save it, and King comes up with it for the Generals. Drew walking it up again. Gray playing tighter defense. Here comes the screen from Surratt. He goes under it this time. Powell almost lost it. Sticks with it. Drew up top. Here's Gray guarding him tightly. Another screen. Goes under it again. The layup. No good. Homer trying to get the rebound and saves it into the hands of Isaiah Allen.
A lot of contact on that. No, the officials just letting them play, though.
Jaquise Gray hit the ground hard. Pops right back up. And Allen has the basketball now for the Bulldogs. They need a shot. Only got 4 points there in the third quarter. Underneath to Gadd, wide open. 10-footer, no good. Homer can't get the rebound, and King comes up with it. Talked about the Generals only getting 5 points in the first quarter. Well, Coach Mike Mendenhall must have preached defense in the halftime locker room for the Generals. They held Paul Lawrence Dunbar to 4 points, and Devontae Hayes is heading back to the free throw line. Hayes, he'll be shooting 2 free throws. Gets the first one. Shooting 48.5% from the free throw line. Subs in for Dunbar. That's Corio, Clark, and a timeout is called. Dunbar with the timeout.
Let's watch a couple highlights while we're waiting on the timeout here. Bringing back a few here. Bud's instant replay.
Here's one of Cameron King's.
Such a tough shot.
Layup. Unreal shot from King. He had that spin on it when it hit the front of the rim that it was able to flip up and fall in. And here's his second one back to back where he had the steal and he took it the whole way for the shot. Cameron King has electrified his team ever since the first half buzzer beater. There's Powell from deep. He started off slow, started to come on for the Generals, their leading scorer. And then Surratt with the smooth jumper, got it to fall. Dunbar needs to get back to playing that aggressive full court defense, which will lead to those points off turnovers. They had 11 points off turnovers in the first half. That's what they need here in the final 5:19 remaining in this one to hang around, or the Generals might run away with this. They're up 4. They were down 13. Hayes is at the line for one more. He made the first one. And the second one is good. Devontae Hayes having himself a night. Here's Jaquise Gray. Working it on Drew. Now in the hands of Clark and now Allen. Gray had 8 points in the first half. Hasn't scored yet in the second half. Nice feed to Corio, who's swatted by Hayes. Ball is still in play. Clark had it, but threw it away on the ground.
That was a great block.
Unbelievable block from Devontae Hayes. Corio probably thought he had an open layup, but Hayes from behind took it away. Screen set by Surratt. Here's Drew, lost the handle on it. Here comes Isaiah Allen. Goes straight up with it, gets it to go. Dunbar gets some points back up on the board. They're down by 4. And that's what Dunbar needs to continue to do here in the final 4 minutes. Work Lafayette to force those turnovers. Here's Powell, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Powell has 5 points tonight. He shoots, like we said, 82.2% from the free throw line. Ref kicks something off the floor. And Powell puts up the first one. Bounces around and falls in.
Somebody had lost one of those hula hoop earrings down there, it looked like.
There's the second one. Bounces off. Clark pulls in the rebound. Jaquise Gray bringing it up. Takes a 3. In and out, no good. Surratt looking for someone to hand it off to. Drew Guarded by Jaquan Gray. Gets it across half court. Isaiah Allen on King. They get it into Hayes. Charge taken by Clark. What a smart play from the young man. One of the tougher calls to make in basketball, but Clark made it easy for the official on that one. Here's Jaquise Gray. Generals just start backing up as he dribbles up. Allen has the basketball. Jaquan Gray with it now. Drives by Hayes, kicks it to Allen. Allen wanted that three, didn't catch it cleanly. Goes up with the layup, and Surratt affected that one for sure. 3:20 left here in the ball game. It's been a tale of two halves. Dunbar jumped out to a 13-point lead in the first half, led it 25-14, and they find themselves trailing by 5 here with about 3 minutes left in the ball game. Homer checks back in along with Gadd. Corio and Allen will come to the bench for the Bulldogs. Getting in quickly to King, and it's turned over. King tried to go to Surratt, and Homer was there to knock it away. Bulldogs trying to push it. Here's Jaquise Gray with a nice pass to Homer, and a foul is called on the ground.
Let me give a shout out again to our title sponsor here on the network, White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics. Also to our district sponsor here, Burley Ridge Estates over in Jessamine County. Get over there and check out your dream home.
Big thanks to those sponsors. And there's King with the steal. Gets it to go, and one.
And he shows the muscle.
Cameron King. He's playing like a guy who wants to go play at EKU in a couple weeks.
That's it.
Great steal, great awareness from Cameron King to know that pass was coming, and then goes up strong with it to get the and one. King doesn't get the free throw to go. Homer pulls it in, almost throws it away, but Gadd saved Homer from committing a costly turnover. Clark pumped on the three-pointer, now gets it back up top, and Coach Chalk wants a timeout.
We're going to watch this King shot again from a couple of angles, see what we got on that other camera too. Check this out.
Cameron King, another look at it. He's been a big-time player, making big-time plays for the Generals tonight.
There's our corner camera here, you'll see.
Great play from King. But Dunbar running out of time. They had it going in the first half, and they've only scored 6 points so far here in the second half. Lafayette turned the switch just like that, and they have a lead here with 2:52 in the ball game. Gadd inbounding the basketball. They get it in cleanly this time. Jaquise Gray in the corner for Gadd. Here's Clark. No good. Homer with the offensive rebound to Gadd. He launches. In and out, no good. Devontae Hayes was there to get the rebound, and now King guarded closely by Jaquise Gray. King goes right by him, dishes it off, stolen away. Here's a 2-on-1. Homer with the nice move, goes up with it strong.
That move right there was awesome.
Great play from Trey Homer. Here's Powell. Almost throws it over the little man Drew, but he makes the nice play to save it. Now Powell has it. Drives inside, and a block is called. Gadd was trying to take the charge, and it looked like he moved a little bit there on the last second when Powell tried to go around him. Powell back to the free throw line. Gadd had that three-pointer halfway down as Powell makes the first free throw. 39-33, 2:07 as he gets the second one to fall. Dunbar needs to start scoring in bunches. Jaquise Gray has the basketball. Now Jaquan back to Jaquise. Launches the three. That's short. Rebound fought for. Bodies on the floor, and Drew comes up with it. Cameron King. He has it guarded by Jaquise Gray. Goes right by him. Puts it up. Foul's called. Lafayette will definitely keep taking these opportunities to head to the free throw line. Corione Allen at the scores table, ready to check in. Cameron King steps to the free throw line for a pair. First one rattles in. King shooting 53.6% as a timeout is called. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll step away as Lafayette has a commanding lead with 1:41 to go. We'll be right back on PrepSpin.com.
Burley Ridge Estates is Nicholasville's newest and most unique subdivision. Choose your 70 or 80 foot lot now and live amid rolling hills, cattle barns, and plank fencing. Regional builders are already selling their exceptional homes in this pastoral living environment that pays homage to our family's legacy of tobacco farming. With homes starting at $250,000, it's an affordable, beautiful place to live. Rural yet convenient, Burley Ridge is located on Sufferwell Road, just beyond the upcoming Eastern Bypass. Find out more at www.burleyridge.com.
At Lexington Diagnostic Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game. Call and compare prices
at the Lexington Diagnostic.
Welcome back, folks. Here, semifinal action, the last semifinal game here in the 43rd District. There's a shot of Coach Mike Mendenhall, who was on the broadcast for the LCA and LexCath game yesterday with Gary Ball. Has his team up by 9 right now with King for one more free throw on the way, and it's good. Cameron King has been the savior for the Generals to get them back. They were down 14. There's Corio. Can't get it to fall, but he'll head the line for 2. Cameron King with 16 points here on the evening. 13 of those points have come in the second half, and the 3 he had in the first half was that three-pointer that went in and out and fell in at the horn. And that was a huge shot. As Corio's first free throw rattles out, just Dunbar can't find the bottom here in the second half. That three-pointer that King hit at the end of the first half was huge for Lafayette. Surratt gets the rebound as Corio misses both free throws. Doesn't help Dunbar's cause. They're running out of time. Drew stuck, loses the ball, and that's going to be 10-second call. Good defense from Dunbar. That's what they need to do. Haven't been able to do it much in the second half, but it was the name of their game in the first half. Yep. Cameron King has just taken over in this basketball game with a big help from Devontae Hayes. Three-pointer from Allen is good. Coach Chalk with a quick timeout. Big shot from huge. Isaiah Allen. Isaiah Allen with 7 points on the evening.
Let's watch that again, that shot.
Big time shot. Dunbar needed that desperately as he launches over King. And there you could see Coach Chalk. He was calling timeout almost before that one went through the net.
Yeah, when he does call timeout.
There's Chalk at the bottom of your screen. Right when it hits the rim.
Yep.
Looks to the ref for timeout. Dunbar not out of it yet. They're down by 6. That was a big-time three-pointer from Allen. Now, can the Bulldogs use their full-court press like they did on that last possession and like they did in the first half to force another turnover? They need the basketball to get back in this game. They're down 6, the 2-possession game. Coach Chalk drawing up the defensive play call and preaching to his guys to not give up yet. This game's not over, and William, you know from yesterday, the game's not over until that final horn goes off, as Lexington Catholic yesterday was up 2 points with 7 seconds to go. Looked to be winning that basketball game, and then the turnover at the end cost them, and Carter Henderson made them pay with the and one as LCA punched their ticket to the 11th region. And there's another turnover.
Wow.
Drew thought Powell was farther along than he was, threw it ahead of him, and it went out of bounds. Here's a big-time possession for the Bulldogs.
Lafayette's trying to give it to Dunbar right now.
Corio comes back in the game. Here comes Jaquise Gray. Gets it to Allen, then sets a screen for him. They're swinging it around. Corio has the ball. Goes inside, and he's stripped away. Evan Drew with the timely steal. King! No good. Devontae Hayes, he's been there all night. Cleans up on the offensive glass. Getting it to go. Isaiah Allen, spin move. And a foul is called on Ray Surratt. He doesn't like it, but he did have his hands down over Isaiah Allen instead of straight up. That's where the foul was called. But let's go back to that last possession. Evan Drew came up with the big-time steal. But Isaiah Allen at the line. These can be big free throws. Here's the first one. No good. They've missed 3 straight free throws. Coaches preach free throws for a reason. They always have an effect on a game. Second one is good. Jaquan Gray will come in for Allen. 41.7 on the clock. Here's Drew, gets it across. They got numbers. Surratt throws it in. The big fella trying to hustle back. There's Gray in the corner. Now Gadd launches a deep three. It's short. Rebounded by Gray. Kicks it to Jaquise Gray. Three-pointer is good. Timeout called.
Just watch those last 2 baskets. Surratt's and then Gray's.
Definitely would love to see here Surratt. Went up. Tried to throw it down. Rattled in. Still got it to go. And then Gray, excuse me, with the three-pointer.
Nice. Well, I mean, it's a 7-point ball game, and I'm pretty sure Lafayette's going to have it, but the stranger things have happened.
Yeah, what Dunbar needs is a quick steal, and if they can't get that, I'm sure they'll go to the foul.
Well, Jack, you know what I need?
What's that?
I need to go look at some houses.
Yeah?
I'm going to go down to Jessamine County over to Burley Ridge Estates and check out some properties over there, some land. Beautiful area over there. It's just 3 miles outside the city, but it's got that country feel.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That sounds like the life. Go down to Burley Ridge Estates if you're looking for a new home. They will have it for you. Big thanks to them for being the sponsor of the 43rd District Tournament. Drew will inbound it, throws it up to Surratt, and he tips it right back to Drew. No immediate foul, and there is Jaquise Gray. And it looks like the scorekeeper messed up a couple times on those recent possessions. Dunbar is down by 6. Just to clarify, the score is 46-40. I think the scorekeeper missed one of those Dunbar shots a few possessions ago, but the referees fixed it. And here's Drew at the free throw line. First one rattles out, no good.
Still 2-possession ball game.
Evan Drew from the free throw line, 62.4% on the year. Clark is at the scores table. Second one is good. That was big.
Yeah, that was the big one right there.
3-point shooter now in for Dunbar as Homer comes out of the ball game. Jaquan Gray has the ball, pushing it up quickly. Gets it to Clark. Wanted to shoot it right away. Now he does. That one's no good. Rebound fought for. Hayes is there with Gadd and Corio. Ball still out. Surratt comes up with it, and that's going to do it. The Generals pull off the stunning comeback as they punch their ticket to the 11th region tournament in a matchup with Lexington Christian Friday here on PrepSpin.com. What a game. Low scoring, and that's what we thought Dunbar could use to win this ball game, but they just did not play like themselves in the first half there. In the second half, which led to their defeat. But Cameron King, I'm going to have to say he's our PrepSpin player of the game, no doubt. Changed the game from that three-pointer at the end of the first half, and then it was all Cameron King in the second half. He finished with 16 in some unbelievable highlight-worthy plays for the Generals. Lafayette wins it 47-40.
All right. Well, we'll try to follow up with some of the players, get some interviews, and we'll see you guys on Friday night
for the big game. LCA, excuse me.
LCA be taking on Lafayette in the boys championship.
Looking to become back-to-back 43rd District champions. Yep. They defeated Lexington Catholic last year in Lexington Catholic's home arena, now trying to do it in their own this year. Both teams, though, punched a ticket to the 11th region tournament.
Yeah, so and then in the girls championship, we'll have Coach Paul Runyon's Dunbar Lady Bulldogs taking on Coach Allison Denton and her Lady Generals.
That will be an exciting game. Two big-time teams in the state of Kentucky going head-to-head for the district championship.
All Friday night right here live on the leader in high school sports in Kentucky. It's PrepSpin.com, you guys.
Folks, thanks for tuning in tonight. For William Warfield, I'm Jack Haynes, signing off as we finish this one. Come back Friday for the district championships here on PrepSpin.com.